me. At first, I wish there was a missile that we could redirect over here and blow this place up whenever it just came here, but man, what a car, and just a great race team and patience over the years, and me just taking the time to learn this place, and it's paid off. But what a better way to points race and go out and lead the most laps, win the race, and do that kind of stuff. I'm very proud of this race team, very proud of the effort we put in today in this Lowe's Impala. The fans have been great. I can't thank them enough for all their support and watching what this team's been able to do through the chase. So thank you, everybody.
As dominant as you were, you still had to go through a green-white checker situation, holding off your teammate Dale Earnhardt Jr. What were your thoughts just before the green flag came out for that green-white checker?
I hope I don't mess this up. those restarts are tough, and I've been vulnerable here in the past on restarts. And we worked hard in practice to make sure we were good on the short run. Probably a little off on the long haul, and the 88 was catching us the run before we pitted there. The last caution came out, and we just had to really focus on the short run, and thankfully it played out that way. And I also cannot leave here without
that's what it's all about.
Bringing attention to Rick and what took place here a few years ago with that plane going down, and everybody we miss and wish they were here.
Looking at the big picture, 4 races to go. You've got a very sizable lead. Have you begun thinking about potentially claiming that 3rd title yet?
It's getting closer. It's still not time. I still, as long as I can hold off and just worry about winning races, the better. And hopefully I can do that in the next 2 or 3 races and cruise on in from there.
Well, Doc, car owner Rick Hendrick has been patiently waiting to congratulate his driver. He'll give him a big hug, and reason for that. What a dominant win by Jimmie Johnson.
Run for this team today.
Well, we had tore up a lot of race cars in the last few weeks. Had a lot of bad luck, and we needed a good finish. And I love short track racing, and it's a good track for me. I didn't have anything for Jimmy. Their car was so awesome. He's cutting in the center, and he had good power down up off the corner. I was spinning the tires in the gas, trying to get up off the corner and doing the best I could to protect my spot with Carl there. He run me real clean. We run him pretty clean earlier in the race, so it's pretty fun racing him. Being in the mix, you know, we just had so much bad luck, so it's real good for us. I want to thank AMP and National Guard. My team did an awesome job building a heck of a race car. We had some good, great pit stops. You know, we just had a real good, solid day, and we took care of it. I ain't got any marks down the right side. Got a lot of guys running in the left side of it all day long, but we took good care of our car all day.
Your car looked really strong on the long runs. How much of those cautions at the end of the race hurt you guys?
Well, I wanted to go green the rest of the way after we got tires with 112 to go, and but you're not going to have that here. And even if you did, I mean, you know, NASCAR's going to try to get some cautions near the end of the race and pack them back up, make it pretty exciting. So we just weren't good on the short run. We were too tight for 10 laps, and then the car would spin the tires up off the corner and try to the right rear end. And then that would go away, and I could really get to going about lap 60. But we just weren't lucky enough to have the race play out like that for us.
Yeah, but it was a great day for this team despite that. Second place finish for the 88. Sense of relief to get out of here in the top 5.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. I mean, 3rd place at Martinsville for us, that's good. So I just can't thank Office Depot and Aflac and Ford, especially all my fans for sticking with us. These last 2 weeks have been been painful. We just had things happen. So the great thing is that we can build on this. You know, we can go forward. And it's like Jack said, we're like buzzards. We just got to circle and hope for something to happen. And these next 4 races, I think we can win all 4 of them. And I feel real good going forward.
Those last couple laps, watching Jimmie Johnson, Dale Earnhardt Jr. around you, how much were you counting each point if you could pass those guys?
I really wanted to pass Dale, but he was a little better. And I knew if we got to race him real hard and I couldn't complete the pass, that it might let Jeff get by. So it's like Bob said on the radio. He said, just remember, you know, 3rd's a lot better than 4th here. So, you know, that last restart just kind of protected my ground, and we ended up 3rd. So, you know, if Jimmy hadn't won, this would be spectacular for us. But as it stands, it's a great, solid week for us.
Yeah, and some smart racing for Carl Edwards. Mike?
Shannon, as good as Jimmie Johnson is here at Martinsville, it's not just exclusive to the 48. The entire Hendrick Motorsports team, very strong again. Jeff Gordon, another good run. Your 8th consecutive top 5 finish here in Martinsville. How would you assess the day?
I didn't know that. Thank you. I mean, you know, I love top 5s, but, you know, we were still looking for that win. And I knew Jimmy was going to be so tough to beat, especially that #1 pit stall. And I thought we had something for him. We're just kind of trying to, you know, keep ourselves in position. That one long run just really hurt us. We just got so loose off. But made a great call by Steve Letarte there at the end. Take 2 tires, end up 4th. What an amazing day for Hendrick Motorsports. You know, 1st, 2nd, 4th, and I think 6th with Casey. So great day. Jimmy and Chad and those guys are tough to beat, especially that #1 pit stall. You don't want to give anything like that to them to make it any easier. They're unbelievable here.
We're all very amazed with what he was able to do today. He led over 300 laps, but you raced side by side with him at times. Give us a sense of how strong that car was.
He was really strong. You know, I had to take my first shot at him and get him on the restart. I just wanted to lead some laps and see what we had for him, but you know, we got into traffic and he just kind of, you know, would not try to push it too hard. And I'd get inside of him. We both struggled a little bit on the long runs, but we were so good on the short runs, and he was just able to get out there and maintain. And for some reason, you know, we just weren't and fell back. But he's so smooth here. He doesn't make mistakes. You know, I think when you've got a driver like that, a crew chief like Chad Knaus, an organization like Hendrick, it's that's a combination tough to beat that not many people have over the last few years.
And nobody did today, Dave.
Well, in the final tally, Jeff Burton was 17th, and Jeff, I know you guys were hoping for a lot more with a car that ran as high as second.
Yeah, we were definitely hoping more than that. We didn't run as well as we needed to, for sure. We fought rear grip, which really surprised me. I thought that was our strength in practice with rear grip. I missed something in the field I was looking for in practice to be able to give them the information. Well, we were battling. We had a shot at the top 10, and you know, came on pit road, and Jeff was leaving and I was coming in. I mean, he didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. We just bad timing, and to keep from hitting him, I got too far down pit road. Then I couldn't get in my pit box, and then when we started changing the tires, and then they told us we were out of the box, and then it just went downhill from there. So we needed to. I don't know what we needed to do different. Obviously, I wish I could have done something different, and I'll go back and watch the tape and try to learn from it. But you know, when you come down pit road and somebody's leaving, it just puts you in a really bad spot. So bad day, but could have been worse. Could have been a whole lot better.
I assume typical Martinsville in your mind, that stuff happens a lot here.
It does, but you know, it's just a timing deal. I mean, it really, you know, if you're coming in and got to go around him and he's pulling out and you're on that timing deal, then it can just bite you, and that's what got us today. But again, I'll go back and watch the video and see what I can learn from it.
You're the most recent winner on a 1.5 mile track. We're heading that direction next week. Are you excited about that?
I am excited. I mean, I don't think this thing's over. I know we didn't have a great day and we lost some points, but you know what? You know, if we didn't have a great day, that means other people will not have great days. We're just going to go out and race hard, and like I said last week, we're just here to have fun and go like hell and see what we can make happen.
Great. Thanks, Jeff.
The top of the broadcast on NASCAR Countdown that Martinsville's a place where newcomers can kind of take their lumps. Well, Scott Speed made his Sprint Cup debut today and his Martinsville debut. Jamie?
Well, he's raced in Formula One trucks. ARCA made your Cup debut today. So what'd you think, Scott?
Well, it didn't exactly go as well as we thought it was after happy hour. I mean, we had a really good car here yesterday, and we struggled with brake problems from the beginning on, and, you know, 20 laps into it, the brake was to the floor, and when that happens in Martinsville, you're in for a long day, and luckily we were able to keep out of trouble and just make the 500 laps and pick up some positions, so it ended up being a good day, but it was certainly frustrating.
I know you weren't running up front with the top runners, but what'd you think of the competition? Was it what you had heard?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same. All these guys, I mean, you know, you look at the top guys in the truck series, they're all capable guys. I mean, there's a lot of really good talent out here.
First start of very many for Scott Speed.
We'll go to Atlanta with the largest point lead that anyone has had in the chase yet. But anything can happen at that very fast racetrack. We'll see if Greg Biffle or Jeff Burton has a chance to track him down. Up next, world news or your local news except on the West Coast. We appreciate you watching ESPN on ABC. At Martinsville today, a dominating performance by the two-time defending Sprint Cup Series champion Jimmy Johnson. He scores another Martinsville win and takes another step toward winning a third straight title.
Rising up to see the last man standing. Where to win, they taught me losing's wrong. No, you can't pull me down, cause I'm just too strong. Waited on too long, so quitting ain't the plan. When it all falls down, I'll be the last man standing. It's the hard knocks, it's the long shots, it's believing in yourself when you're all you got. Don't turn back, don't give in. Rising up to see the last man standing.
This has been a special presentation of ESPN on ABC.